It is good morning, brothers and sisters, countrymen and women across the country, and those who are in diaspora. People that are following us within the country, and those who are following us outside the country. Zambians and those who are not Zambians. It is another morning. So you can tell us exactly where you are watching the Grassroot media from. Our topic is very simple. Our deep thoughts. ECL Death. The numbers that you can call is 077 95 19 270 or 0966 Those are the numbers that you can reach us. They are on top of the screen. 0966 0966 or 077 95 19 270. Tell us exactly where you are watching the Grassroot media from. Our topic is very simple. Deep thoughts. ECL funeral. ECL death. Let's check it. Let's check it out and see what we can discuss this beautiful morning. And 11 o'clock Zambian time, Tonse Alliance leaders, they'll be live in South Africa, 11 hours. So make a date on Grassroot Media Zambia. Make a date on Grassroot Media Zambia. You make sure you follow our page, because exactly 11 hours Zambian time. Exactly 11 hours Zambian time. The Grassroot media will be live in South Africa, where the Tonse Alliance leaders are going to address our nation and the world at large. So make a date. By 11 hours, you'll be able to check what is happening in South Africa. So the Tonse Alliance leaders are going to have a press briefing in South Africa. So you follow our page, Grassroot Media Zambia. Grassroot Media Zambia. You will see what will be happening in South Africa. So you can tell us exactly where you are watching the Grassroot media from, as we are waiting for the numbers to build up. And I want to announce to you, brothers and sisters, countrymen and women, children and youths, that we are happy as Grassroot media that we are 170,000 people are following this page. This is a political page where we give 90% opposition political parties and 10% we give it to the ruling government. It's very simple why we give 10% to the ruling government, because all the media houses, they belong to the government. They cover them. All the media houses in Zambia, they cover them. That's why we give them 10%, and the 90% we shared among us, all the opposition political parties in Zambia. That's why you are able to see us. Where Fred Membe is, we are able to be there. Where KBF, Zambia must prosper, President KBF. Zambia must prosper, President KBF. Wherever he is, we are there. Wherever you see President Saboy, we are there. Wherever you see Sean Tembo, with the Grassroot media, we are there. All the political parties, we have done it for them. Wherever you can go, Kalaba, we are there. So not even one opposition leader will say, no, we have never been with them. No. When you look at Kasonde Mwenda, EFF, we have covered him. We are always with them. So nobody will say, no, Grassroot media, you are biased, you have never covered us. No. Mamaka Teka, we have covered them. So 90% we gave it to the opposition political parties, because opposition political parties that we have in this country, there are many. And we gave them 90% to share. Then we gave 10% to the ruling government, where we advise and check. We give checks and balances on the President Hakainde Hichileman's government. So we are not part of the people that insult, that want to divide the country. We are part of the ladder that built this country. We are part of the ladder to make sure that we develop this country. That is our Grassroot media. And it's an international. If you are in UK, you are in South Africa, wherever, Grassroot Media Zambia will always be there. As long as our 3 steps will take us there. Grassroot Media. we take 3 steps ahead every day. On TikTok account, we have got about 86,000 people following us. Somebody's watching. We have got about 86,000 people on TikTok account. Grassroot Media Zambia, we have 27,000 people following on Grassroot Media Zambia. This is my personal page, where all these pages, as we don't run politics or propaganda, like the way we see some of criminals running propaganda in the name of promoting the people that have failed to govern this country. We know them. We have seen them. Their propaganda will not build this country. Their propaganda can even divide this country. So we are not part of those people who preach hatred, who preach nonsense on media, because the purpose of the media is to entertain, to educate, and to inform accordingly. You cannot run a media, you cannot be a media personnel running propaganda. Then you are a cursed person. Those people that are running propaganda, type of politics on social media, cheating, even cheating about the dead, do you think they are blessed? They are cursed. So we are the Grassroot Media. President and the former President Edgar Chagwalungu died on 5 June. Leroni Pashan, 26. We are still struggling. We are still struggling to put our differences in the Republic of Zambia. This is why we say we are, as a nation, we have failed. This is where we say this government has failed. Ngachakweba timayo, batata mweba letamba. Mwakwata problem, munganda. You fail to sort it out. You fail to solve it by yourselves. Eno mwakuri ba neighbor to sorting nama problem yenu. Just understand that you are a failed couple. You are a failed parents. Ama problem ngaisa. You want my neighbor, mami sortingile. Ichalo chesu cha Zambia, chali kwa tabantu abasambirila. Tuwalikuwa tama professor. Tuwalikuwa tala bashamfumu. Mwalikuwa taba shamfumu everywhere where you are. Mwalikuwa taba chitimukuru. Mwalikuwa taba litunga. Mwalikuwa taba mpezendo aba ichaba ndabela mpezendo abela gaundi. Mwalikuwa taba chikutimu bachifu mukuni. If you can fail to solve your problems, yeah, chililo. You take to South African government and their courts to sort out your problems. You are a failed government. If you can fail to sort out your problems in your own country, you have failed to sort out your problems. Mwalikwata Supreme Court, mwalikwata na High Court, mwalikwata na Constitution Court, mwalikwata na ba Major Street, mwalikwata na ba Major Street, mwalikwata Major Street Courts. If you can fail to sort out your problems in this country and you want another country to sort out your problems, you are a failed government. You are a failed country. You go to South Africa, your problems that are within the country, you take them to South Africa. South Africans, they should sort out your problems. You are a failed country. We are a failed country. If we can fail, twalikwata abantu abakalamba abalipo abela kavindere twalikwata abantu abakalamba abela brigadier General Mianda, where are they? Twalikwata shamfumu twalikwata abantu ababomba government. If we can fail to sort out this problem within the country, we go and we want it to be sorted out by another country. We are a failed nation, a failed country, a failed project. Nachakweba timwafiro kusotinga problem ya simple. Ya muntu wafwa, Edgar Lungu wafwa. Afwile pa 5 June, leo ni pa 26. We are still struggling. And now the South African courts, they are punishing us. No kubintwala kuoga, kubintwala kujurai. Where are we putting our nation? Where are we putting ourselves? Where are we putting ourselves on the world map? If we can fail to sort out a simple issue, we are just imbalancing ourselves. Ngachakwebati inala liyapo kufilirwe fingi sana. Kula sometimes abafiashi baisa bafwa ku Lusaka bali wadile ku UTH bali baletere from another town baisa mukurwada ku UTH elo bafwa elo wabafya abene bambokulanda ushinga twasende chito twale ku Mongu twale chito twale ku Southern Province twale chito twale Kasama twale chito ku Chipetauke chala chitakosta tukwete ndalama twalashikira ku Lusaka baada ku church baada kuma church balanda tulefa mtu afweko muntu weso alifuira kuno ari katolika bakatolika barashika omuntu wabo mwamfa bamushika kwabura problem ndaba fyashikira kumushibateke ekiriro kuno baletambira fipa fitushi yo bali ifura ku Lusaka eko bala bashikira mukonja tukwete olupia simple as that bamu bala imama baka yo tutwale ekiriro tabakwete n'olupia bale panga fechongo yo tutwale fyo bukumushi kale ko bafumine ko bakaye barosha tamu ya kubika polupia bikeli polupia tabakwete. They are just empty things making noise. So when we are in a country like this, ichalo cha Zambia chikalamba mwali baba shamfumu so ngachakweba ati twafira okusotinga iyi problem ni strano kweba tisha mfumu shonso shitwa kwata. What is the purpose of kwakatama chiefs? What is the purpose of having ama chiefs? And the problem akainde chima must understand that it now is no longer a president of this country, is a father of this country. He's not only a president of this country, no, he's a father of this country. Bonse banano shakuri yena ngapanga mistake bonse for kupona. So when you are a father, you have to be very steady the way you are handling issues. When you are a father, what does the word mean? What does the word father means? Ba father. Why are we called you a father of the nation? We cannot be fighting Chitumbi. Chitumbi chileka mochari. And the people that you are punishing the widow and the children. Because imwaba retamba ngachali chakweba tiba usobafwa elo bakano kubashika chumfika shani ngatamula shike chiliro bamotiba balafwa so omuntu afenda apo nafwa mweba ipani mweba shile umfwa nishi mulelwilo mubiri wakwa lungu tamwale elwila lwali no mweo. You want to make points out of the dead. You want to succeed over the dead body. You want to be seen that you cared for Edgar Lungu when he's dead. That's why South African government yami pesha. Nama coach, bami tuwala kuisa, bala bifika ku August. Ngatamu change bakafika ku September. But who is going to pay the bills? Are you the one who is going to pay the bills? When Edgar Lungu was sick, ali hapa airport mwalimu kanyoku nendeke. Ulio muntu wa clear Edgar Lungu, mwalimu tamfia nchito. According to akalimbusha mwalimu tamfia nchito. Why watire clear Edgar Lungu? Kudina apitire ku VIP. All those things are in the public domain. So you cannot come out and be clean when Edgar Lungu is dead. What points do you want to make? So when we come to the point of togetherness, we should understand the power of togetherness. Umuntu don't care for a person when he's dead. Mwikalasunga abantu loku imwenesha ati mwalitemero abantu elo na abafua. It's the same thing I talk about Akainde Echilema. If you want to appreciate Akainde Echilema, appreciate Akainde Echilema when he's still alive. Not if you are bupubanga afwa. Elo mkale imama baka, your president you are the. We don't want that nonsense to repeat. Mula mvote ndelanda. Akainde Echilema kala mwishibati ya lebomba. Ambeni uku imama baka. Ngala mwishibati ya libwesho ubunga 50 kwacha. Ambeni uku mutasha. Nga mwalishiwa kweba atari bwesha fiyo pai 12 kwacha. Alisange 17 kwacha. Start beating the drums and start dancing for him alibomba. Nga chali kweba atari bwe aliponya dola from 17 kwacha pai sangre pai 10 kwacha. Appreciate him when he's still alive. Taturefuwa ngafwa. Mukale imama baka. We want a former president when he's dead, the current president when he's dead to be respected. Taturefuwa if you have upuwe fine chitike next time. Taturefuwa. Uyo Akainde Echilema wakaba former president. We need to love him and respect him. Kwapwa. Whether alipangama mistake or tapangama mistake, we need to you as a nation. Mula uvote ondelanda. We cannot be wasting our time fighting umuntu umo. Na aleme wa Akainde Echilema na ba UPN. You are wasting time fighting Edgar Lungu. Shale landa. Na landa. You are wasting time. Mwalea kuma koti. Imo ba police. by Inspector General of Police. This time I'm happy you are quiet. Elo lungu lila lungu bale mutuala mwalesenda ba polisi mintapendwa kuba tola kwa high court. Nomba elo lale miyewo kweba tu you are wasting taxpayers money. Ngoyo muntu muletela kuma koti ngatake minine. Ala ndio kweba tinshire minina. Shale landa. Nomba the whole battalion ba police wala mwalesenda mwale tunta kuba tola ku police kulya. How much money did you spend on fuel, transporting, and the time you invested in? Where is Edgar Lungu that we are fighting there and right? What have you achieved as a police over Edgar Chagwalungu when you was taken kuma high court, kuma constitution court? What have you achieved? Nothing. That's why we talk about togetherness and love and forgiveness. Because without forgiving each other, you are going to waste a lot of money. You are going to waste time. You are going to waste a lot of money for the government. What have you achieved? You are fighting Edgar Lungu day and night. Nibanga ba police mwale tunta. Twalambo kuyafuya yama video mwale ya kukoti nimi nitapenda ba police. How much money did you waste? But if you forgot Edgar Lungu alushile alikene na fumamu active politics. Mwaile mkumuamba Edgar Lungu alibekela ma politics. Ambefi yokubutuka eka mwamulesha. Ndaya kuchechi mwakonka. Mwalase ndama grinder. Mula mkule pulenga ndakwe. Mula mtola baba kashiwa kwa mle kudeki. Abada bako mle batola kudeki. Tamwa kwa Tanensoni, you fought Edgar Lungu and you brought him into active politics. Edgar Lungu died as a politician. He was not on a government pay law. Mwalamu fona shendarama. Tell the nation, you PND government, you failures. Tell the nation how much money you paid Edgar Lungu when you came back into active politics. Now, police we are not going to fear you to tell you the truth. So don't come here and start pretending. Edgar Lungu died as a politician who died for this nation. So you treat him as a politician who died in active politics. We like to be pay more. Wow. Mula isapama page pana mule sendo tu shanshan. Mule sa mtu mepobu fiatu what and what. What I'm telling you the truth. Edgar Lungu died as a politician who was fighting for this nation. Because he saw there was injustice in the democracy. That's why he came back. He wanted to make sure that all opposition political parties they come together. And this death has left us with Tonse. Only the fools who live with Tonse. When you see a man who live with Tonse and say, I'm not going to be part of Tonse, is a fool. The foundation was laid very well under the leadership of Edgar Lungu. Here Tonse. Tonse means together. We need to come together and fight together to put this country in the right track. Not to Edgar Lungu. You are fighting for nothing. Edgar Lungu died as a politician. He came into active politics. You never paid him money. Tell us how much money were you paying him when he came back into active politics? You tell the nation how much money did you pay for his air ticket to go to South Africa? Did you pay for him? And you never loved Edgar Lungu. You hypocrites. Don't start fighting the dead. Leave him. Ngabala foko mushika ku South Africa bamushike. Ngabala foko muleta ku Zambia lekeni bese bamulete. Don't be there. You were not there when you were sick. Were you there? When Edgar Lungu was being insulted, were you there for him? Edgar Lungu bade mtuka ba UPND paraparani. Padek aba ichebale imba. What did you do for those? Bale mwe ba Lungu bale mwe former president. Bale mwe ba you are going to circumcise you. What did you do? Nothing. Ichiwa kola chare mutuka. Aba ichebale mutuka. Benja aba mutuka Lungu. Kana kama yakashika kuchingola kale mutuka. Kale mwe bashani Lungu. What have you done for that young girl from Chingola? Insulting the former president, forgetting that you are Kainde Hichilema next year. You are going to be a former president. Are you going to be happy to be insulted by the young ones? We are not going to allow nonsense in this country. You the youths, if you are thinking you come and start insulting Kainde Hichilema next year, when he becomes the former president, you are going to see us. When Akainde becomes a former president next year, we should keep him like a baby. We should respect him as a former president. We should care for him. We should love him. Because next year he's becoming the former president. Whether reform fire, whether could do opposition, Akainde Hichilema must be a former president next year. Whether Kalala community house and ku state house is supposed to be a former president. We cannot live in a country without a former president. That was quite a former president. I am a problem ngatakuri. I am a problem ngatakuri. because former president rupia bandange kwa chiba ngachi abateka bali abana abakwa rungu nabakashi tienti bombeso former president nge kwa chiba banani barupia banani bamako satange bachiba kolero babako satanga bachi amkurandira bana awa bana tuikala nsona former president nge kwa chiba nga kwa chiba langu nani FTJ chirubalero nge kwa chiba ngachima awe bana tefu tuikala mchalo efu bala lete nturubundi mchalo tuikala sola so ichitumbi cha kwa rungu chileto rupato leke ntubwele pamu we are one Zambia one nation but because Akainde Hichilema is in state house surrounded by people that cannot advise him, that's why we have got all this nonsense. Akainde Hichilema ngachikwata former president alemchita advise aba akateka hapa twalipangire mistake tatwamusungire bwino lungu. We need to come to a point where we can accept kulando kweba tikoke lungu twamusungire bwino bakainde nganabo mfwa no baba never simumba baye kuri Akainde ba father Frankie bwana baye kuri Akainde aba munafwa abebu kwa Akainde. Akainde is just working alone. He has brought abantu akwati they are not helping him kuti wasenda ba never simumba kuti wasenda Frankie bwana who are learning that we have got a useless president and we have got a useless president in state house. We have got a useless government and a useless president in state house. Those are the people that can advise Akainde Hichilema. And you think we can develop as a nation? People that insulted me yesterday, can those be good advisors? Mula njipusha mule randa. Ichano chino mano. We cannot continue fighting the dead person, and we are not going to continue fighting Akainde Hichilema. For what? Akainde Hichilema is the president of this country. He has to take charge. Kusenda narilandire. Asende abantu abakala mba. Ushemu peze ninga badi mubika pandeke. Aya ku South Africa. Banani bakashiba kwa rungu. Nabana bakwa rungu. Kuti bakano kumfo kuri mupezeni. Are you sure? That's why Nama Kings abaturabeba. We are your children. Abana politicians, mwema kings, mwema chiefs. These are your children. When they make a mistake, stand up and talk. Mwema neba chalo, mwema shamfumu. But flash tike finti fina unaika mchalo, mfumu na shika shile tamba. Why are you a king? Why are you a chief? When there are problems, you need to step in. That's why you are called a chief. Inga ndia iliyonse mumushi. Nga mwabuko inturubundi. Village gentleman afilo kuteke village. Infumu ile ngilamo. Why? They want to see love and unity in that village. Infumu ile ngila. Ile nde mfumu kuya. Nishile tika mumushumu. Abantu baikala baebe mfumu ya umfwa ya beba na abantu balando kwa mfumu na ilanda lekeni tumfo tukonke mfumu fo ya landa. So when we are talking about national matters, we need to understand abane bamushiri ni banani natukwata litunga usheba chitimu kuna balitunga na bamupezeni mwababika pandeke kabia ni ku South Africa batiba yakana balya atiba yakana tati bakane bala muratukwena nimfumisha isa imvu mpa shitukonke pa kutimvu mshitukonke from Zambia to come to South Africa aba ebele mushiri bala abomfwe noma mulesenda ma politician aba nenu aba mwale chusha rumula nkwe na benda elo mutwale ku South Africa. You are putting salt in their wounds. If you can delanda, only the wise people can understand why I'm talking like this. I want unity and love in this country. We need to talk about love and forgiveness in this country for this country to go forward. This country will never go forward as long as we have got hatred against Akainde Hichilema. As long as we have hatred against Edgar Lungu, this country will never develop. You don't develop a nation on the mountains of hatred. You develop a nation on mountains of love. Every country that you have seen developed, they developed those countries because of love. When you go to UK where you are rushing to go and look for employment, the people that built UK, the people that built Rome, the people that built China, the people that built Japan, Tokyo, wherever, they built their cities because of love. You cannot build a building without love. You build a building because you love that area and you love the people. That's why you build a building. So you cannot build your country with hatred, with tribalism. You can't. Mwakala enda femurukungu mwaliberera. Mwaliberera kukala ma gravel. Mwaliberera kupita ma gravel. Mwaliberera kufoba misemo. Ma potholes. That's why you can't develop. You don't care for one another. Mwabula matogeti mwabika. Muri onyo musebo. Mulesa ngona mapotuo. What nonsense is that? Stealing money from the people muletamba. Government ile ibenda lama. Isha kweba ati amatogeti babika. Imumwaba ndane myotoka. Bela benda nendeke fu baya. What about you, the poor people? You are using the roads. When they are getting money from the toll gate. When we are driving from Kasama, we are going to Mansa. And the pothole must be mended within 24 hours. Because those people, they collect money. When we are driving from Rusaka, going to Kapiri, and no pothole must be there. When you are driving from Mukush, driving to Selenje, up to Mpika, no pothole must be there. Because this government, they are collecting money. But they are collecting money, you are driving, there are potholes, people are dying on the roads. Because this government, they don't care. So we need a government that will care for you, the poor people. If you, the Zambian people, can fail to sort out a simple matter, how are you going to sort it out? Simple matter. South African courts. And you know exactly. Ama koti ya South Africa, ama koti ya Zambia alipusana. Ya ama koti ya South Africa, ya basungu. Na mwari babona ba judge aba lesa ngwa mulia. Abengi basungu. Mwara bamone fo bale muleka. So you think I am not to quarter. To South Africa. We go and start making noise in South Africa. That's why they have punished us to start thinking like human beings. Because barungu ba Philippa 5 June. Lero taturashika elo bameba tipa 18 muka ukoti na mu August, meaning that we are not using our brains very well. There is a problem somewhere. Until we begin to use our brains in this country, we have got people who are educated. That's why we are going to appoint President Hakainde Hichilema. Please withdraw and involve the owners of the person. But akobadisha mfumuko be 10. Ama chief saba ku Eastern Province ekobadi be 10. By South Africa. We cannot be sorting out our problems in South Africa. It's an embarrassment. The South Africans begin to judge us, we the Zambian people. We got independence before South Africa. South Africa is a baby to us. If you don't understand, South Africa is a baby to us. As we got independence in 1964. South Africans, they got their independence after 1980s. Can you compare 1964 and after 1980s to 1990s? Are you sure? You start going to South Africa to start judging us, to give us what we are supposed to do. And you are a leader seated in an office, waiting for the South African government and South African courts to give us direction. Then we call ourselves, we are independent, we can do things on our own. We are lying. The minds of colonial masters have destroyed us. This country has been destroyed by the colonial masters' minds. We cannot fail to sort out this simple matter. Zambians, people are educated, degree holders, masters, diploma holders, PhD holders, professors, chiefs, lawyers are here in this country. Judges are in this country. We fail to sort out this simple matter. We take it to South Africa. We take our nonsense here. We go and throw the nonsense in our neighboring country. Does it make sense? Brothers and sisters, when are we going to change as a nation? When are we going to start thinking as a nation? When are we going to stand up like that young man from Burkina Faso, transforming a country in less than 3 years? You cannot compare it with the 4. What have we achieved from this government? I told Hakainde Hichilema, you are going to waste your time fighting the PF, fighting Edgar Lungu's family. Your duty, why you came into government, kubombela bena Zambia. Ukubomba, kubwesha obungo, kubwesha fuel, ukupisha load shedding ngeko yari. This is what we asked President Hakainde Hichilema to do. We never, Zambian people, they never voted Hakainde Hichilema to start fighting Edgar Lungu. Zambian people, they never voted Hakainde Hichilema that fuel can go more than 30 kwacha per liter. Zambian people, they never voted Hakainde Hichilema unga kumkala more than 300 kwacha. Zambian people, they never voted Hakainde Hichilema to have road shedding here mtatakuya. No. These are some of the things that we are fearing to talk about. But I can assure you, Hakainde will lose election next year because he has failed to do the promises that he agreed to the Zambian people. Hakainde made a promise by 14 hours dola nishira ipona. Akainde made it very clear by is going ungauzanga na 50 kwacha. You, the UPND members, who are failing to tell the president the truth. Zambian people, they are still waiting on the 50 kwacha, few or 12 kwacha per liter. That's why they voted Akainde Hichilema. Failure to do that, Akainde Hichilema and your government, you are packing and going. It is not about the death of Edgar Lungu that will decampaign you more. Because now this death will decampaign you more. Instead of you concentrating in your offices to do what Zambians need, you'll be discussing how you are going to do in South Africa. How much money will be spent to take people to South Africa, those who are in government, to take maybe the lawyers to go in South Africa. Surely, from 1964, we can go through this process of nonsense. This is pure nonsense, brothers and sisters, until we come together and realize that's why most of the time I tell you, we are one people. If there is a problem, let's look for a round table. We sit and talk. That's our problem. There is not any problem that is permanent. There is no problem that is permanent. All the problems that comes, they have got a solution. There is no storm that is permanent. Na let me open my sampa. Na ngamule ibukisha. Yo mao sampa na poke chipani. Yo na chipani. I said there is no storm that is permanent. I even told the PF. I told them that you are very lucky. Because I'm a problem yenu. Ya amba buangu. I'm a problem nga mbile towards the election. That wali quite a problem. But I'm a problem ya mbile buangu. And I'm happy that Balungu before Tabalafwa, they had to talk with Mao Sampa. And Mao Sampa came back as a normal human being who put Zambia first, who love the Zambian people, who love the patriotic flant. And by that we are giving a merit to Mao Sampa for understanding the calling of Edgar Chagwa. By doing that, there is no storm in PF. The storm is in UPND, where there is confusion day and night. Breakfast in the UPND are confusions. Let's get on this one. And there are more.
We have given up our sovereignty. Amaka ubufumu ukuyifuna ukuyafika ba South Africa. Wunkosa mitwe, lack of vision, hatred ukuyatwala makaya oyo our freedom fighters fought ukulu abasungu kukwata ukuyapela bina South Africa. At no ifwe teti to leading echalo teti to ipingule akutupingule ni. It is a shame. Chabulanda, it is disgraceful. We got independence in 1964. But South Africa, bakwete independence 1990. So that is our child. As a country number, na South Africa, we have a case South Africa. So for us, we have failed. We have no leadership in the country right now. We have a failed system in the country. Bantu, it is not possible that Fwebantu wino feti to abula umulandu ukuyapela South African court atuso veleniko pantu Fwebena Zambia natfilo kumfwana. It is a shame. Mwene Fwebena Zambia Balelila bantu because we have failed to provide leadership. You have failed to provide leadership. By UPND, you have failed to provide leadership. Ukufiro kuteka malilo yaba Edgar Lungu. Ukumfana na family mwafirwa. Let me tell you. Nogo koti mwile. You are wasting time. Mwalanda no tuwafunyako national morning. Apama flag they even flying now. Mwaliputula now. Look at the shame. South African court yalanda no to confwa umulandu wenu mu July. More than 20 days ba adinga koku national morning oyo mwaputwile. Wakainde chilema declares a national mourning, cuts it. South Africa now becomes more powerful than our president, even adding more time here mourning. It is a shame because our president is our #1 citizen. Now he has surrendered his power to a South African High Court. Mwentu alikwata nama Supreme Court, Constitutional Court. We decide to go and surrender ourselves because we have failed to lead us. Let me tell you. Also speaking as a lawyer, let me tell you, we are wasting our time. Number one, our laws in Zambia, they don't apply in South Africa. So we are submitting ourselves to the laws of South Africa because the jurisdiction of the occurrence If you let's come quiet, South Africa and South African law is going to apply. If you let me no to because our constitution does not work in South Africa. Our law does not work in South Africa. It is out of jurisdiction. Otherwise, our law does not apply to. Number 2, there is no committee. Now we are subjecting ourselves to the South African law over our own domestic issues. It is a shame. It is a shame. Don't wash dirty linen of this country in public. If Mwanawasa reached a level where he sent his son Jesus Christ to come and reason after to Atobama prophet, what was so difficult that you yourself you can't go there and solve the problem? We voted for you to be able to solve these problems. Now to save, and we are a public spectacle. Number 3. Any lawyer knows that we do not have any international law that has been domesticated that allows us, for Zambia, ukuchita apply lawyers to South Africa. When you say public interest, the question is which public? Because as far as the South African courts are concerned, the public are the South African people. There is no statute domesticated. We are going there at the messes. Hoping the law has got no emotions, but all that we are doing is because we want to feed somebody's ego. But you are killing our sovereignty. You are killing our freedom that we fought for. Now we are humbling ourselves. South Africa is our child. By 18 July, the whole entire Zambia now is sitting quietly. We have got leadership. If I were a leader, right now, I would pull off that case that was taken by our government. Ngamuntu what where I can understand the government ukutwalo mwina Zambia kukoti muchalo chimbi as if that wakwatama kulanda. Chamsevanya, if I were president, I would call back that case, allow for fresh negotiation. I would declare national mourning. I would fly the flag half-mast and allow this country to mourn in dignity. Can you please pull off that case out of the South African courts now and allow us to solve it? We have the capacity. If you don't have, allow us, some of us will go and talk for you, Kudia. We are able to talk on Abamayo. And you also, what we are going to agree, please respect it. What we are having is an embarrassment. And as economic freedom fighters, we are saying enough is enough of this drama. There is no one who's winning here. We are all losing as a country. You are giving out our sovereignty. I'm talking to you on behalf of Zambians. Withdraw that case. Stop it now and let it be resolved in this country so that Bayed Galungu can rest in peace. He saved. Give him chance. If you have to stay away from Mamalido for it to happen, let it be so. But will not allow for the whole country to salute to seke just because you want to become the big person. We appeal to your conscience. Get down and allow Zambia to win and not you. Because Zambia is bigger than all of us. We are setting a bad precedence. At Zambia, but I feel solve our problems yayo. South Africa. Chamsevanya. It is now or never. We send our condolences to the Lungu family who are being dragged in these things, even when they are mourning. We should be talking to them, not tormenting them. We pray for love of God over Zambia, and we pray that may this come to an end. Wherever I want to go, our feet will take us there.
That is President Mwenda. That is President Mwenda. Kasonde Mwenda, that was the voice. Thank you so much, President Kasonde Mwenda, for that great message to the Zambian people and also to the Republic of South Africa. Zambian people are living abroad and within the country. We have listened, and it's as simple as that. Our president must. When our president comes to that standard of understanding things, nobody's going to laugh at him. When the government withdraw that case from South Africa, they go for fresh sittings. Who is going to laugh at the president? But what we are going through is an embarrassment. especially to us Zambians, those Zambians who are living in South Africa and abroad. We are living in an embarrassment atmosphere, an embarrassment forest, where we can fail to sort out simple matters. But every day we are on news failing to sort out simple matters. Let's get on this one.
He stood so tall with a humble grace, guided the nation with a steady face. From the copper hills through the rivers wide, his legacy lives where dreams reside. Oh, Zambia, here we sing from the ones we've lost, from the first to the sixth, their paths have crossed. Through the heart of the land, the Spirit roams, guiding us forward, they lead us home. Countless wisdom pave the way. Chiluba's voice held the light of day. Mwanawasa fought with a heart so pure. Each step they took made our future sure. Oh, Zambia, here we sing from the ones we've lost, from the first to the sixth, their paths have crossed. Through the heart of the land, the Spirit roams, guiding us forward, they lead us home. And the strength inside us fire, inspire us to rise higher and higher. Now the sixth joys this eternal light. Their light shines bright through all of time. Oh, Zambia, here we sing from the ones we've lost, from the first to the sixth, their paths have crossed. Through the heart of the land, the Spirit roams, guiding us forward, they lead us home.
For the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, patience, and kindness. For the fruit of the Spirit is love. Where is our love to the widow? Where is our love to the orphans? Where is our love of togetherness? Where is our love of forgiving each other? Because in the book of Galatians, the old Bible is telling us the fruit of the Spirit is love, patience, kindness. Where is your kindness? Zambians have been very patient, because in the fruit of the Spirit is love, patience, kindness. Where is love and kindness? Zambian people, they have exercised patience. Their president, their former president, died on 5th June this month. And they have been very patient waiting what will happen from our leaders. The reason why you are called leaders is to sort out problems. That's why you are called a leader. That's why you are called the president. Now I can get the cause. Hello? Hello? Okay, I can get some few calls before I end up my broadcasting. The number to call is 077 95 19 270. You can share my broadcasting so that we can have more people following us. 077 95 19 270, or 09666595. Hello? Kanabe samulo kwe mwa bombeni kali mwa shibukeni. Niba nani yabo nikwisa badi mkwaye? Muri kuchinsadi? Hello? Mkwaye landen to umfa. Muri kwisa? Hello? Okay, we cannot get you clearly. Your phone is breaking. You can call us again. Hello?
Hello.
My boss, how are you? Good morning, and where are you calling us from? Your name's boss. Mkwa. Hello? Yes, I'm getting you, though I don't know what is the problem with the network, but we are able to, you can speak up.
Yes. Are you able to hear?
Yes, boss. Your names and where are you calling us from?
Okay. Yes, I'm calling from
From?
Matero.
From Matero?
Yes.
Okay, boss, your contribution. We are live on our program.
Yes.
Hello?
Yes.
We have got a problem with network. I think we have got a problem with network. Because we cannot get you. Please, the number to call is... Hello? Kanabe samu puma bukashan. Nibana ni kanabe saba bana tumina kuisa.
Kopa Beotski nebori.
Kulisha kopa Beotski bakaramba.
Ya kulifi kumino bosi.
Yo kutiba
namba na kwa tire panga ko tire panga kwa mabandozi kabi mfabuno na nikani milimo mugomba.
Mkwa ibose.
Mkwa so amaramba ni ndemba sabiti jo matare nanga na WhatsApp.
Oh ya WhatsApp dara mpela kana be sanga na pusha program. On debo mfia post broadcast.
Bosi nga para amaramba ya msendira ya bomba mubba.
Mkwa ku mobile. Mkwa kamlefu kuntuna ko karusangu kafiona kwa kama bando ayo ne onsala bomba boss.
Mkwa okay na santi fiti mbiki mfana mpesi na kupanga wa mabando ya Andre swacha boss.
La tasha sana lesami pale kanabesa.
Mwana sifa finambe nebodi nebona kani ali mstafuru.
Okay boss, au nala sunga kanabesa.
Okay boss, okay.
Na tasha sana boss.
Ngama pe ya WhatsApp muntu mine kwa pe.
Okay ya WhatsApp ngana mitumira balambo kuyitumira peni abantu. So nala mitumira ngana pusha broadcasting.
Okay boss.
Na tasha sana kanabesa. Hello?
Hello, Mr. J.
My boss, good morning. Your name and where are you calling us from?